everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like always, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Helps my channel grow. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and for already subscribing. I thank you guys. Also, become a patron at SymCast Podcast /patreon.com. Like I said, come on and join the community. Shout out to my top tier, Mr. Junior Flash, my top tier patron. I thank you. Has a lot of fun rewards for you. Got a lot of things for you guys. So welcome to my video, my Chef Talking Reviews. Haven't went live in a while during these DC TV shows that's been airing with this Superman and Lois, also with the Flash coming to the end with only just a couple of episodes left. So I thought I'd just put the video together for for the last 2 episodes that just aired. We had A New World Part 1 and also Part 2 already already been aired already. So if you guys haven't been caught up with it, hopefully you guys won't be spoiled by this video. So be prepared. Also, hit the notification bell. So when I go live or also when I post my videos, you won't miss out. So also check out my socials too. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at SymCast Podcast or SymCast Podcast and Media. Go ahead, follow me there. Like I said, I post a lot of behind the scenes photos and a lot of updates and videos and things. So you won't miss out. Go ahead, check me out there as well. So if you guys are not up on the episodes, I'm gonna give a brief synopsis on both episodes that titled A New World Part 1 and Part 2, Season 9, episodes 10 and 11. So like I said, be prepared for the spoilers. So Part 1 says, as Iris receives word of a career milestone, Barry is suddenly nowhere to be found. Barry runs across many familiar faces. Keon continues to figure out her powers. Chester works out a suit for Allegra. Then we have A New World Part 2. The synopsis on that episode. Iris is alarmed by Barry's disappearance, and Cecile assures her everything will be okay. Team Flash is affected by a mysterious substance. Keon develops a better understanding of what she can and cannot control. So that's Part 2. Now we get into the episode. Now, the first part we see, like I said, with Team Flash, we see that Barry just disappears somehow, like he get pulled by some kind of force. We see that it's some kind of cobalt colored kind of energy that pulls him in. He just disappears. No one can find him. No one can figure out where what happened to him. Then we see him, he waking up, or he appears to be like in another timeline or pretty much in the past, because he sees his parents on the street. He's stunned by them. He gets a chance to see them. Then all of a sudden we get a little zip of a flash. We see that streak, so we figure it must have to be a flash. That's what I thought when I first saw it. Then pretty much he ends up in the hospital. He ends up meeting his parents, and like in all time travels, and just like in any episode of The Flash where he goes back in time, anything, he pretty much can never reveal who he is or kind of change things in the timeline, or it will affect the future or the past or whatever, depending on where he's at in time. So as seeing his parents, he couldn't pretty much tell them that he's their future son. But Nora, his mom, says he looks like her father or grandfather. So that was pretty strange, but we all know why, because it's her future son. So they help him. We see that scene with them. He get a chance to see these guys together as he's realizing where he's at. So he go to CCPD, trying to get some kind of help, trying to see he can find somebody. Runs into the captain. Uh, he has hair now. Pretty much in the past, he had hair before he went bald. In the future, he was looking for Joe. The captain directed him towards Joe. Joe looked like she's in a regular uniform because, like I said, this is the past. So he's in a different timeline. So Barry pretty much comes to Joe, kind of lays the story out there without trying to tell him too much, but like trust him and kind of help him and everything. But Joe was reluctant, so he ended up helping him, and somehow, we see that Joe gets possessed by this blue light, this blue energy. So we see that. Then also, like I said, then Barry realizing where he at in the timeline, where he runs into the Reverse Flash, Matt Lesher's version, pretty much the original from the timeline. So he realizes this is right before, as he sees the calendar, the date, that this is the day he killed his mother before the Reverse Flash. So when he runs into him, he figures that he must don't know why Barry's here. If he brought him here, we see this moment with these guys, with the Reverse Flash and Barry. They sit down. The Reverse Flash is taunting Barry, pretty much letting him know that you can't do nothing about it. Either I'm gonna kill you as a kid, or I'm gonna kill your mom, and just playing this game with him. So like I said, then cut to Team Flash trying to still figure out what's going on. We see Chester and Allegra. He's trying to make the suit for her, but pretty much didn't work out. Didn't look so appealing. So back to the drawing board for them. So we get that moment with these guys, and like I said, just trying to figure out where Barry is. So like I said, that's pretty much part one of it. And like I said, going until we get the big reveal that this is the night, right? So as we see in the first episode or the pilot, where we see that same scene that plays out where the Flash and the Reverse Flash is fighting right before he kills his mother, and why young Barry is standing there. Then we figured out in other episodes that he was actually there, and that that all of these things that took place before it actually happened. So while he's in that timeline, he gets to see himself again, and pretty much we get the chance to see that scene that it basically turns into the original timeline where he becomes the Flash that fights the Reverse Flash that happens, and then what ultimately happens, where Barry knew that when all of these events had to happen, where he accepts the fact that all of this grief, all of these things that happened in the past, mom dying and all of this was holding me back. He just accepted, and Reverse Flash basically stuck on that earth to the point where we all know what's going to happen. He's going to go to the change it to Harrison Wells, become him, and also and all those events in the future. So that was cool to see that. Then, like I said, with this cobalt blue color energy around, going into part two, we see that Barry's still stuck there, but then he's fighting Joe because Joe is possessed with this energy, pretty much the negative speed force, where he's not the avatar, but he's just taking over his body. So we get the chance to see that. That explains everything. then like I said, that was cool too. That we got a chance to see Joe. He came back. Uh, I was surprised because I didn't know if he was gonna come back for another episode until like the finale. But so that was cool that we get the chance to see him uh, this time. Then so then also we get the big reveal at the end with the character looking like pretty much looking like Eddie. That the events lead to him like the Flash, where he gets struck by lightning, and now he has some kind of powers himself, where he sees that he's actually deceased, that he looks like this character, where his name is Malcolm, but we all know it's the Eddie Thawne. So kind of trying to figure out what's going on there. So we got that cool scene with the lightning strike, lightning hitting him as like the Flash did, or like it hit Barry. So we got that. Then, so going into part two, we see Chillblaine coming back. We see Mark coming back. Now he's possessed the same way as Joe was. He had Star Labs on lockdown after he pretty much kind of manipulated every team member to make them think that he was really him. He said some mean things to Keone and called her abomination just because she tried to help by putting some plant cells in these people that try to help with Iris with that gas leak that happened during the time that she was in her office. So when they came to the rescue, Keone helped them by putting plant cells in their body to help them kind of breathe. But since this wasn't Mark, he said those mean things to her to make it seem like she just was, inhuman kind of thing, and that these people, they did freak out though, like anybody would, because they turned green and all of that, which was kind of funny to see that though. But I guess they had to happen, to show us what kind of power she does have. We get to later see later that when the Speed Force actually Nora comes back to try to help with this avatar or the negative Speed Force taking over people that's fighting with her, that she tells Keone that she's so much more than what she is. That we get a chance to see that cool scene where she took that cobalt mineral out of Mark's hand, where she like pretty much like disintegrated his body and pretty much brought him back to life without that, and pretty much saved him from being possessed. So like I said, you see Nora come back as the Speed Force by telling her that she has these powers, that she's pretty much the key. That you see that since Mark was possessed, they try to use Keone to try to manipulate her, or try to use her to not kill whoever the negative Speed Force is, just because it was Mark. So that was just messed up with that. Yeah. Yep. So you see Barry, he pops in and then pops back out again. Uh, then we see the big reveal of uh, of Iris. She's freaking out. She makes this video because, like you said, we reflected about, we all saw this newspaper article where the Flash vanishes and with the red skies and all this, and he pretty much goes. And like we saw in the future, like she says that that Iris had to raise Nora by herself because the Flash had disappeared. That was the reason why she went back to try to find him in the first place. I believe so. Pretty much was that episode, and then we see that now on the flip side of things, that that this Malcolm character, now he's trying to seek out where he's come from. Who is this person? Where did this file come from that shows him that Eddie is deceased, that I look like this person? So he goes to CCPD, and we see that that officer became the captain now, which is cool because she's been there the whole time. Um, so that was cool to see her in that in that role, in that position. So that was cool. So he went to go find out where what's going on with him. Who is this person? Everybody's looking at him because we all know that he's been deceased. We see these memories, these flashbacks he's sketching with finding out like he's, pretty much piecing the puzzle together. Like, this is what happened to me. He get these glimpses of know that he shot himself, that he sacrificed himself, and what happened because he's a thorn and things like that. So, we got the chance to see him kind of come to terms of who he is and that he was with Iris. So, yeah, that's pretty much that episode. But my question is for you guys is how did you like this episode so far? Because we going into part 3 this coming up Wednesday. So make sure you tune into my channel because I will be going live for that. If I don't, I will be posting my review afterwards. But what do you guys think so far with this going into the season finale and with this Cobalt Blue possibility with Thawne coming back, or with Eddie Thawne? And it's it's coming to think that I'm thinking that maybe this is a way that the Reverse Flash may come back. The Tom Cavanaugh character of the Reverse Flash, maybe this is his way of coming back through him, since he's a descendant of the Thawne, hence the name. So you never know. So make sure you put your thoughts in the comments. I'd like to know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the episode? And are you looking forward to the season finale? Are you looking for the last episode? We have 2 episodes left. I'm very excited to see what's going to happen. How they're going to bring these characters back. I know that they said that when the Reverse Flash come back, he's coming back with Savitar and Zoom. So just can't wait to see that. Want to know what's going to happen with this character, with this Malcolm character. Is he's going to be on Team Flash side? We've seen the promo that he may just be after the Flash, but we never know what the twist may be going into this finale. So can't wait to see that. So thank you guys for tuning in to my channel as always. Like I said, hit the notification bell so you make sure you won't miss out on when I post my videos. And also smash that like button. It helps my channel grow. And also make sure you subscribe. So until then, peace.